Hello everyone. It is the year 2020 and I can't believe I have to make a video addressing gaming drama. It's pretty embarrassing, but here we are. You may have read a tweet from an account called Zezka accusing me of mentally abusing him on the internet. This tweet led to probably half of Genesis leaving and people tweeting all sorts of stuff at me, ranging from calling me words that would get you banned on here to good old-fashioned internet death threats. So yesterday was quite an eventful day. From someone looking in on the situation from the outside, only knowing Zezka's story, as he put it, I definitely look like I'm in the wrong, which may very well be the case. I'll let you be the judge. Just bear in mind that this straw that broke the camel's back quote was sparked by me changing the Genesis Discord around. Genesis Discord drama. It's a grown man, by the way. So, like his twit longer says, this all started when Zezka approached Jetpack and I about restarting Genesis last year. For a little backstory, me and Jetpack started Genesis in 2013, and we got it all the way up to 150-ish K, like mild success. We talked about restarting it actually last year when we were playing Black Ops 4, and with gaming blowing up the way it was, we figured it was a good time to do it, and that we could let Zezka help run it, since he had been running his team young for basically the whole time that we were out of the COD scene. So it did start out fun, and it was like an old internet friends reunion in a Twitter DM, just shooting the shit and gathering clips for our first big team Taj, which was super sick. And yeah, it all was well until Zezka started trying to gatekeep former Genesis people, our friends, from getting in and bringing up old grudges that he had. And we realized we might have created a golem. He was really motivated. He's a great editor, really is, but his personal vendettas from running young were proven to get in the way of reassembling the team we wanted. And I had to talk to him a lot about this. He mellowed out eventually, but it was a sign of things to come. The way he operated was pretty manipulative, and his reputation was already kind of tarnished from the people that he was trying to keep out. Like, people were mad that he was not letting their friends in, or had put up a fight when they tried to join. So yeah, he was pretty disliked by a lot of Genesis people, which is like the bullying he's talking about. He also didn't have the best reputation back, like, in the early days of the Call of Duty scene, for reasons I won't go into, but yeah, we were all pretty young at the time. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for that. Obviously, this resulted in confusion about who was actually running the team, which was Jetpack and I. We never let Zezka have the passwords to anything the entire time he was in because of how he was acting at first when we restarted. And he was kind of abrasive, like, kind of off-putting to people, the way he would ask for things and, like, talk to people in Genesis. And it started with little stuff, like randomly messaging people from back in the day that we were friends with, but he wasn't friends with, to join Genesis. And it ended up scaring a lot of people off because they thought it was like a random reboot by Zezka with us as figureheads or something, I don't know. But he kept going behind our backs and telling people to DM him if they needed anything, like trying to kind of make it seem like he had the power, you know, and so people would report to him. And that led to even more confusion because he wanted to maintain his illusion of control. It was really weird, and when I found out, we demoted him to co-leader just so, like, the title was kind of clear, like, who to talk to about stuff. Keep in mind, he kept leader instead of co-leader in his bio for a very long time after that. It took him a while to change that, just, you know, probably just forgot. I don't think he was trying to trick people into thinking he was leader. Nah. Whenever he wanted to talk about something, whether it was something, quote, important, like a Team Taj, or if it was just something weird about, like, the Discord, he'd spam me and Jetpack, like, a lot. And if he didn't get a response, he'd just, like, keep texting us, saying to check DMs, and then, like, liking and unliking messages, so we kept getting the notifications on our phone, and it wouldn't look like he was spamming us if you screenshotted it, you know? And it was bizarre. I can only compare it to, like, I hate to use this as a reference, but The Office, the way Dwight acts to Michael Scott, and kind of like pretended to the people in the office that he was assistant regional manager, but he like actually wasn't in a position of power. It's like it's a COD team. Come on. But he kept doing things like making grinders chats, saying to join it if he wanted to be in Genesis, and he'd act like he was working on getting them in the team, or like, I don't know, showing us stuff, or saying like, yeah, keep grinding, you got this. And I get the idea of these chats, like on paper they're supposed to be good, but really it's like I never liked the idea of it. It's kind of pyramid schemish and insincere. It's like a carrot on a string dangling in front of grinders, like, who want to join to milk them for interactions with Genesis and yourself, like whoever's running the chat. So Jetpack and I were in the first grinder chat, and it was just like weird the way everybody interacted, and we didn't like it, so we squashed it. And he kept making new ones whenever we'd like find out that he had one, and tell him to stop it. And yeah, it was he just liked the attention, I think. If you were ever in the chat, did he make it seem like you were going to get into Genesis? Like, if you were one of the grinders, I kind of want to know how that worked, because I didn't want to be a part of that. It also goes hand in hand with this screenshot I have of him asking leaders of other teams, how did you brainwash people to want to stay in your team, or like want to join or something? Like, so I don't know, that it's just like kind of a weird dynamic to have with strangers on the internet. It all just seemed a little bit too manipulative, like tricking these people into thinking that they're about to get into Genesis, just so that they like talk to you, or I don't know, like your tweets, like Genesis's tweets. We don't need that. Sorry, I had a phone call. I had to pause it. Where was I? Oh yeah, so his main talent was editing, or it still is. He's a good editor. And I wanted to make him lead editor instead of having him like dangle this carrot in front of people's faces saying that they could join Genesis if they like participate in his chats. And this went on for like a year, and eventually I had enough of talking to him, and I told him I didn't want to talk to him anymore. And I don't know, he thought they kept asking why, and then I stopped replying to him when he'd text me, and he sent me a lot in a row without a response. Doing that thing where he'd like a message on like a message, question a message on question the message, so I just kept getting notifications, which is part of the reason why I didn't want to talk to him in the first place. And he's just like doing that on messages, asking why I didn't want to talk to him. I don't know, but yeah, I'd recently given him a role in the Discord for him to like moderate it however he wanted, and when I went back in there, it was a circus. He'd scared everybody from Genesis that used to talk in there out of the Discord. No one had talked in there since I gave him the role, besides his circle of grinders, And they were just like spamming the chat, trying to rank up to become forklift certified, some role he made. Spamming the chat, passing the virtual blunt. And drugs are illegal. I'd had enough. I deleted the roles and made everything the way that it was, kind of, before he started messing with stuff. And within an hour, Zezka noticed and started texting me again, like, why'd you change the Discord? What, you made it ugly, like, you're not going to reply to me? And that's when I blocked him. And I said in the lead chat that he should be lead editor, and he wasn't happy. And then I had a couple people tell me that he was planning on bailing to another team and was trying to bring people with him by saying that Genesis was ending as the premise, so that they would listen to him. Obviously that was a lie, but around that time is when I regrettably got drunk and said some horrible things to him, which I will read to you right now. Zezka can go hell. Thank you. Zezka can go to hell. If I had 3 wishes, men, the first would be for it to be Zezka dead. Second, could for it to be 1 million rubles. Third, for it to be to piss on Zezka graves. Zezka can go to hell. Zezka can go to hell. It is. Sorry I had to hear that. It was pretty out of line, I'll admit it. I thought the Russian accent I typed in kind of made it hard to take serious, but people took it serious. So I'm sorry for saying that. But after that, he DM'd me, "That was messed up. I want to talk to you," to which I didn't reply. And that was when he started rallying the troops, trying to get everybody that he thought would leave to leave with him. And we kicked him pretty soon after that, like 2 days. And I don't know, people didn't seem like they wanted to leave until like a couple people left, like key figures, and then like everybody was just like, "I don't want to be a part of this," and like everybody started retweeting the twit longer, and yeah, now Genesis is halved in size. And yeah, quite a few people stood with Zezka, but I wish you guys could have had the interactions with him that I have over the course of the past year. And I know most of you guys have only exchanged mild pleasantries with him in a chat once in a while and couldn't fathom how I told him to go hell. But this does boil down to two grown men fighting over gaming drama. And it's fucking extremely embarrassing. So, yeah, that's my side of the story. Genesis is going to keep going. We have a much more manageable team size now, so it seems more cohesive, the people that are still in. And it's pretty tight knit. Like everybody that's in it is, for the most part, is like people that it started with last year, and I'm excited to see how things will go this upcoming year. Let's get out of 2020. But thanks everybody for watching, and may God have mercy on all of our nerd souls. Thank you.